Hello, my fellow Capricorns, my fellow goats. Let me go ahead and turn my... There you go. You can see my face a little better. Welcome to your message today. Let's go ahead and tap right in. I picked up on a lot of messages here. A lot. I picked up on 12th house energy, 33, 1, 2, 3, 4. Over at my Instagram, I go live just like this over there every day. Here I don't go every day. So make sure you're over there on Instagram as well, so you're always tapping in with Rose Warrior. We talked about Spirit is wiping away the dusties. I'm going to be dropping a very short reel upon a message like that right after this. So make sure to hit up my shorts, right? Everyone has shorts and videos on their YouTube channel. So make sure to hit up my shorts. Those do really well as well. So also, I got this powerful affirmation that I wanted to share with you, and I wrote down, Spirit gave me my info and I run my play, because I was speaking to athletes in that last message. So you could be an athlete here. Make sure to let me know if you are very athletic, if you go to the gym, if you're a weightlifter, or you're heavy into health, wellness, and fitness, because I'm picking up on a lot of that energy. And I feel that whoever you are, you channel a lot of your emotional alchemy, and you alchemize a lot of your mind, mental energy as well, your emotional energy and mental energy. You alchemize it through your physical body and working it out and using the process of movement, calisthenics, stretching, yoga, all this. This is the group. This is how you know this, like, oh, this me. That's what I'm hearing. So also, I got my baby here. You already know her name if you have been in tune with my channel. If not, make sure to go to all my videos so that way you end up learning the vibes. But yeah, my baby's here watching over. And obviously it's just an object, but there is a spiritual energy as well of protection always in our lives, and it can embody anything. You can feel protected by someone giving you, you know, a golden duck like this, or a golden dove, I mean, and they hand it to you and say you're always going to be good. When you really accept that energy, it's more so coming from you as well, that protection. Ashe, because your vibration stays high. 222, as I say, your vibration stays high. Show me more here, Capricorn. In your mind here, there's a lot going on in your mind. You've had a very restless mind recently, and maybe even now. I'm getting the number 855 show up for you here, so I'm going to search it up. Spirit's already speaking very loud here for Capricorns. It is 110. It actually just turned 111 as I begin your message, by the way. Look, that's 111. Let me know if you see the number 111. You literally just got this number here in your... I'm hearing your angel message. So the angels are actually giving you this message. So 111. Let's type in 111 and 855 energy for Capricorn placements, okay? Wow, this is going to be powerful. I'm so excited. Let me know if this is your message, okay? Because we're about to tap in. You already know how it goes with Rose Warrior. I have a lot of Scorpio, Leo, and Capricorn energy. So with those three together is how you get what you get here. I have an Aquarius moon, so I'm very supercharged psychically. I know what I know, right? Let's break down the angel numbers and frequencies, okay? So let's just tap in. For Capricorns, 111 is a cosmic green light. It's not just a number, it's your inner CEO getting a download from the divine boardroom, period. So for all of my placements out there, okay, you could be called to lead with vision, not just structure, okay? When you see 111, it activates the creator in you, okay? So this is about grounding your plans into reality. And 855 is all about power shifts, divine redirection, and wealth recalibration. So 855 is Saturn whispering, elevate or release. This is dope. We haven't even tapped into your spread yet. The numbers supersede everything though, period. Numbers are universes, never forget that. Okay. Ooh, the song that's playing in the back is actually how I know Spirit is here, because there's no way Spirit is playing that song, because I love the song in the background. It's by Miguel and Party Next Door. I love those two artists. I love R&B. If y'all don't know, I drop dance freestyles to R&B music all the time. because I was a professional former hip-hop dancer. So go to my shorts. I dropped a video yesterday about my dancing. So I'm always dropping art. I speak my messages too through my body. So elevate or release here. I'm going to pull out more in your spread. So chill out if you're like impatient, because I'm feeling like some of you are impatient. Don't be like that here. Let spirit do what spirit needs to do, period. Hey, I got to speak it the way it's coming through, because spirit knows who's here. And you may struggle with impatience. You're like, hurry up, I want to know now. See, life doesn't do that. The soul's never in a rush. Because some of you might actually have to work through this for a minute here before you actually understand why these people keep popping up in your reality or in your timelines. I feel like you have souls that, you know, they teach you lessons, and you're finally done learning these lessons from these souls. Give me, you could be seeing 55 as well, not just 855, but 55, because we have it twice with the 5 of Wands and the 5 of Cups here, okay? There was some sort of family dispute. This looks like a family dispute or a work dispute, and it didn't end good. Yes, this was definitely people, at least people connected to your past, possibly even all the way dating back to childhood here. 56 is symbolic. 82 is symbolic. Always switch the numbers if they resonate that way. For example, 28, 65, okay? This is a powerful message. Like, for me as a professional psychic, I don't need to think about what the cards mean. I'm already tapped in, if that makes sense. The cards are just helping my psyche literally direct what faculty to use for the message. I'm being guided to break this down for you. Not many readers can. I have a talent of being able to break things down to be very simple. Yeah, the high priestess, right? So you're also the high priestess. You're also the high priest. Somebody who's, and I know you are also the high priest for my divine masculines here watching. This could be high priest energy too, because I saw the Hierophant popping out earlier. 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I mean, spirit says elevate or release. There's no other choice, okay? You're releasing all of these contracts that have been fulfilled. It's like when you finally finish the test, you then have to walk up to the professor or the teacher and turn the test in. Especially if it's written on paper and you have to bubble in anything, pen or paper, right? You turn that shit in, pencil to paper, I mean, because usually it's pencil. Okay, the Empress at the bottom of the deck here. You are somebody who's very fruitful, abundant, magnetic, and you are meant to elevate. Why do you think you had to deal with so many different people trying to project their power struggle onto you? Because they struggle with their inner authority. It's like it made it hard for them to support you while your inner authority became magnetic. That's what the title is about. The title literally says here on today's message, Capricorn placements, inner authority magnetism. Okay, because you've been called to have a spiritual authority, and then that's going to and is and already has manifested in the physical. And this is to people who are my future or now judges, lawyers, law enforcers, politicians. I mean, this is Rose Warrior. I really speak to the leaders that change the world. And this is a Capricorn channel. So Capricorn runs government shit. Just right next to Pluto and Scorpio. They're hand in hand with government, law, and order, bitch. Okay? Your powerful leaders of the zodiac will, of course, be your cardinal signs. But if you want to get deeper and more esoteric, Aries, Leo, and Capricorn placements naturally have an inner authority because they respect themselves. They respect how they feel first. They don't care how you look at that either. That's what makes them powerful, because they don't give a fuck. And I posted this on Threads. Follow me on all these platforms, y'all. Link below will have access to everything. How to book a tarot reading with me. You'll get your reading returned by a private link 2 to 3 days from your booking. The sooner you book, the sooner I work on it. Actually, sometimes I get it back to you within 1 day. So just saying. Donations and all the other ways to tap in with me on my other platforms where I'm delivering these messages that all connect. in that link. There is something here about you being psychic, okay? Very intuitive, very in tune with the moon's phases, or how the moon shifts and its tides. I'm hearing how it shifts the tides of the world, of the oceans here. So does your body shift. And you know this, but you're now psychically in tune with this. You're like, wait, I do actually start getting money on full moons. This is what I'm picking up on, Capricorn. Or you're like, this is typical pattern recognition for Capricorn. This is your talent. You recognize the fucking pattern. You see. You're like, don't y'all see? There's 1 plus 1 here. There's 2. Everyone's like, what is 1? You're like, what? What world are you guys in? Yeah, 6 of Wands. And then my eyes started feeling really weird. Let's see. Yeah, that was interesting. Somebody doesn't want you to succeed because the 6 of Wands is about a success. King of Pentacles in reverse and the Hangman in reverse. Somebody, really sent some bad energy your way and didn't realize that you're heavily protected with the Chariot here. You're protected by light and dark forces because you have been through hell and back. And the thing is, when an earth angel and someone who is literally in tune with the divine, when they learn how to go to hell and back, meaning I'm picking up on this story of how the Holy Bible, in Christianity depicts Jesus going down and descending into hell in order to ascend and literally go up higher. It was like a meeting, if you will, that went down there before he ascended, okay? Let's actually tap into that story. I'm guided to talk about it. We talk about everything here. Everything is allowed when Spirit is bringing it to me. If Spirit isn't bringing it to me, I won't even be online here because I have way too many other platforms where I could be speaking rather than sharing for no reason, okay? I make money for speaking the truth, literally. So it doesn't matter to me, whoever's in the comments later, negative or whatever, you will be blocked, you will be deleted, and you won't ever motherfucking see me again. That's a disclaimer that I need to let always be known on YouTube, by the way. Story of... Okay, let's talk about it. Okay. The story of Jesus descending to hell is a profound and mystical piece of Christian theology that speaks to spiritual liberation, victory over death, and reclaiming what was lost. Let's talk about it. This is Phoenix rising energy here. Jesus was the original Phoenix, okay? Period. Period. So the story, what happened according to ancient, Christian literal texts, particularly echoed in the Apostles' Creed, right? After Jesus was crucified and died, he didn't just lie in the tomb. He descended into the realm of the dead, okay? So it says, preach to the souls who had died before his coming. And then 2, liberated the righteous dead. Okay, 3, conquered death and hell itself. That was the purpose, to pretty much prove like Jesus's energy, because he was original Christ consciousness here, showing people what it's all about. One of many showing people what it's all about, but the one that really demonstrated this energy on a frequency and a level that transcended time and space in such a powerful way. Because when someone really comes and delivers their service sacredly in that way, 122, as I say that, 22 is the master builder here. It's a divine master builder, and that's what Jesus did. He built a spiritual foundation that, although people have tried to dismantle for so many years and have twisted and turned and all the things, there still is something that prevails behind the work, the light work. Because when someone really does, miracles and wonders, that shit really happened, if that makes sense, okay? Take what resonates, and this isn't so people can use this against me or against other people in the comments. This is just for the message, so keep it there. This is often called, quote unquote, the harrowing of hell, because he stormed it, not in defeat, but in triumph. Y'all need to understand what that means. Understand what that means. That's what the Chariot is all about. When I spoke of the Chariot being you protected from forces of the light and the dark because of the journey, and it led us to all this, that's exactly what I meant. And this energy is powerful. I think that this is such a beautiful spread. I feel like I'm speaking to a man, honestly, a male. You don't have to be, but I'm definitely speaking to my kings. You could be a feminine, a female. You could identify as anything else, but have this feminine energy as well, or masculine energy. See it always that way first, but I do have to call out certain things because spirit does speak to men sometimes, specifically at a certain point, or anyone, you know, they, them, he, she, they. It really depends sometimes, but always take it as energy here. I know it gets a little funky because we are all respectful of each other's pronouns and whatnot, but because this is energetic, I want you to know you're all firstly accepted here, especially because this is a queer friendly channel. But always see it as the energy first, okay? Because before we came down here in this human body, you were energy, which embodied everything. Like you literally could jump into any type of form and energy you wanted before you came here, but you chose to become human to help your family, to help your friends, to help the people you're helping, Capricorn. Literally. So this is why you're chosen, because you chose to come down here. So spirit chooses you back and says, I got you then. If you want to walk this journey and you want to help humanity truly ascend like they deserve, because of the assholes that literally were supposed to lead them, y'all know who I'm talking about, and are leading them down path of dooms, like people like you, the viewer, the soul that resonates, only stay here if you do, like all that you've been through is to teach you not only how strong you are, but to teach you that you are not like this. Literally. I know that sounds so funny, but that's what I learned. Sometimes we're in positions to show us what we are not. Oof. What we are not. Sometimes you'll be in let's just say a corner store, and you're like, whoa, I didn't feel comfortable. I didn't like that. That was not the type of place I ever want to go back to. And sometimes we have to know that to never go back to that place again. But how else would you know not to, or to even know the energy of it, had you not been there and trusted yourself that you'd be protected at least enough through it? This is just what I'm picking up on. Only take this if this resonates. It makes a lot of sense to me, but it won't for those it's not for. So I'm getting the number also, y'all, 262. I got a lot of angel numbers. Let me know if you're seeing 262 or 855. That shit popping up like crazy. Hold on, let me check this mic. Okay, 262, 855. 262 is all about a brand new beginning as well. I feel like there's a lot of foundations with you and yours, is what I'll say. Anyone who you're connected to. I actually want to search up this 262 number. The angel number 262 carries a deeply harmonizing, intuitive, and sacred feminine frequency, especially potent when you're walking a path of service, emotional mastery, and divine partnerships. I just said that, okay? 262 is about balancing deep emotional and spiritual partnerships in order to step into independent personal power. Whew! I'm going to leave it there for y'all. If you want more, you know what to do. Smash the like button, comment below, subscribe, follow, share this to your friends that are Capricorns, all the good things. Like I always say, I'm going to keep doing my light work. If you want to stay and stick along for the ride, you totally can. And if not, we send you off with love. There's so many other readers and amazing artists out there. Definitely go tune in if that's where you're called to do. Peace.